As a public defender, Judge Karen fought for her client's rights. She was elected to the bench because she believes in doing the right thing.
I'm very passionate about helping people, period.
Y'all two grown people need to get your own house.
Right.
You had 7 years to have told him that.
When we fight, who's gonna win?
You are.
I don't answer questions, I ask them.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand.
Objective, independent justice.
I'm ready to rule.
If you keep walking, you can overcome whatever circumstances you're facing.
This is Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Marianne Jones is suing frenemy Chantel Baker in the amount of $511.26. Ms. Jones claims the defendant deliberately spilled tea on her expensive dress at a tea party and says it left a permanent stain.
Ms. Jones, you are suing Ms. Baker for $511.26, alleging that she ruined, I guess, this dress.
Yes, ma'am.
This on the mannequin.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
what's your relationship with this defendant?
Well, I met Shantae like at church because I'm a gospel singer.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Okay. You sing gospel too?
I'm not in the choir, I just attend church.
Oh, okay. And how long y'all been going to the same church?
About 10 years.
Oh, okay. All right. So were we friends?
No, not really. Frenemies.
You were frenemies. That means you were also enemies somehow in there. So what was the enemy part of this?
She's jealous because she says I'm a diva and
Right.
I dress too fancy, and even
Right.
at the, at the picnic, I wear heels, and why
Right.
am I wearing heels?
You're always an overdressed person at every event.
That's what
kind
she
of thing.
says, but this is me.
Right, I hear you. So you think what, she overdoes it?
No, as a matter of fact, I compliment her style. I love her style, but for some reason she thinks I'm jealous.
Right.
And that's not the case.
And you can't think of anything you said that made her feel that way.
Well, yeah, I say the word bougie a lot,
Right.
but
Hello.
we're just kidding around.
Right.
But
Now, about being bougie. You
Right.
called her
See?
bougie.
She calls me bougie all the
Yeah,
time.
but that's not an insult, right?
Well, in a way, it's the way she says it
Right.
in front of people. Oh, you think you so bougie.
Right.
Not that I am bougie. She said,
Or that you think
I'm
you're bougie.
Exactly.
If she said you are bougie, you'd feel better.
Hello.
Do you think she's bougie?
No, I think what she's referring to was at the party in question, me and several of the attendants had made a comment about the dress. And I think it said something like, I knew he was going to wear something bougie. And
Right.
she was like, well, how you going to talk? You have this big old house.
So I was wondering about that. If you guys are frenemies, as she said, how is it that she ended up being invited to your house?
We have a mutual friend in common named Faye.
Uh-huh.
And the party was a dinner party for Faye's birthday.
All right, so what was the setup for this party? Was it a tea party or was it a cocktail party?
Well, it was movie night / tea party. I had a bunch of iced tea. I had turmeric
No,
iced
it
tea.
wasn't that. It was girls' night out.
Well, first of all, it wasn't your party.
No, it wasn't her party.
Yeah, but she had a party that had a theme. That was the theme in your mind.
That was the theme in my mind.
A tea party movie night?
Yeah, see, let me explain. Faye, she happens to like a lot of turmeric drinks.
Uh-huh.
So I figured
What the tea party movie night thing? I'm not getting that. What is that?
Okay, so we had movie night. We watched Purple Rain, one of Faye's favorite movies.
Right. And we set up in the living room here? Is that how we were set up?
Dining room. It was in the dining room.
So y'all were in the...
At
was
the
it,
table.
Wait. Was it in the dining room or the living room?
Well, we went all over the house. We watched.
Where was the movie being watched?
Oh, in the living room.
In the living room. Okay, and what went on in the dining room?
Oh, that's when we had our dinner and the turmeric tea.
Okay, so was it a sit-down dinner?
Yes, it was.
So what happened with this tea?
Okay, so I served the turmeric tea. Now, everyone else had their glasses, glasses with ice in it, had them sitting down on the table. Now, she was the only one who insisted. She raised her glass up like this while talking to Faye.
Right.
And she's one of those people that talk with her hands and laugh and shake.
Right.
So I told her several times, hold it still so I could pour it.
Right.
So as I was pouring it, she made a gesture. No, she was talking to Faye about something, and then she accidentally kind of
No, you was
twisted
talking
it.
to Faye. You was focusing on
Is Faye here?
No, she's not here.
It was unintentional, the spill.
Okay, but it would be nice to hear from some witnesses.
Exactly, but she deliberately pulled that tea on my dress.
You said
Look at
she
my dress.
deliberately poured this tea.
She did. Because
What did
she's a
she do?
hater. Because she was pouring tea for everybody else.
Was everybody's glass on the table?
Yes, and then I'm the last one.
But why was your glass not on the table?
Asked her. She the
No,
one-
I'm asking you.
My glass was on the table.
So everybody's glass was on the table?
Yes.
No, she was holding it, Your
No,
Honor.
I
She was
was
holding
not.
it like this.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Okay,
And
so
was not.
okay, let me ask this question. Was the table set for 8?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if the table's set for 8, the tea glass would have been on the right side of every plate at the top.
Yes, ma'am.
Proper plate setting, right?
Yes.
You're saying that's where your glass was?
Yes.
And what
Yes.
happened?
She was pouring her tea.
Right.
She went to pull my tea
Right.
and pulled it right on my dress. Because she's always act like she like me, but she don't like me.
Right.
She's a friend of me.
Coming up on Supreme Justice.
No, but this is not the dry cleaner. This is what you paid for the dress, $511.26,
Exactly.
period. But what about the dry cleaner?
Well, the dry cleaner didn't give me a receipt, ma'am.
And later,
I was just walking across the crosswalk, and this old white man taps me on the shoulder.
Right.
I don't know who this is. Somebody's just touching me.
Right.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Marianne Jones, who is suing Chantel Baker for property damage.
But why would she have you at her party to create this kind of unpleasantness for Faye's birthday? Why would she do that?
I don't know why she does the things she does. She's
And you're
crazy.
saying, let me just hear your understanding of what happened is everybody's glass was where you set it.
Yes, ma'am.
Except she picked up her glass.
Yes, in that bougie way she always does.
Oh, wow,
Right.
come on. See, there she goes.
Talking,
with the bougie.
talking to Faye.
Right.
Come
Yeah,
on,
but-
come on, for real?
Right.
For
Oh,
real.
And
For
if I
real.
was such a bad friend, I wouldn't have invited you to my home. But Your Honor, it was unintentional. I kept apologizing.
Right.
My blouse got ruined
Right.
too.
So what happened when the tea spilled? What did you do?
Nothing.
Well, I apologized first of all.
Right.
And then,
did you try to help get this stain out of here? I
No.
don't know how that can even come out of there.
No, it won't come out. That's why she owed me $511.26 because I took it to the cleaners.
Right.
The cleaners said, no way,
Right.
we can get it out. So she owes me that much money, and she refuses to pay me my $511.26.
Right.
Period.
So, did you try to help her get the stain out of the dress, though? Just because you were the
No.
hostess?
well,
Nope.
I tried, but I realized I didn't have any cleaning products.
Right.
No baking soda, no
Right.
vinegar, no Tide
Did you
pen.
try all of that once you got home?
Yes, I did. I even tried it in her bathroom. I played it off because I
Right.
didn't want to seem like I was upset.
Right.
And I went to the bathroom, tried to wipe it off. It still wouldn't come out, so I
Right.
still played it off and stayed there for a little while. And then I left because I was very upset.
So
at her.
you never did get to sit through the dinner then?
No, I didn't want to sit.
What happened when she was leaving? Did you say anything to her when she was leaving?
I
Stop,
apologized.
please don't go.
No,
I let her
Nothing
go,
like
but
that?
I kept apologizing. But she was clearly upset. I
very
just
upset.
Didn't want her to. I just wanted to let her cool
What
off.
happened with the party? Did the temperature of the party now change because this incident happened?
Just for a minute, but then it picked up again.
Right. So everybody else ended up seeming to have had a good time.
Yes, ma'am.
So did you take it to the dry cleaners?
I did. I took it to the dry
Do you have
cleaners.
anything from the dry cleaners?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let me
Here's
see
my
what you got.
receipt.
Don't hand me that whole folder.
Okay.
Something in that came from the dry cleaners? Let me see that, right? You guys want me to work to try to find your evidence.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
No, but this is not the dry cleaner. This is what you paid for the dress, $511.26,
Exactly.
period. But what about the dry cleaner?
Well, the dry cleaner didn't give me a receipt, ma'am, because he said he couldn't do it. So
Okay, right. And you said you couldn't do it either.
No, I tried to machine wash mine, and the stain didn't come out, so I just threw it away.
So you don't refute that this happened.
No, ma'am.
And
no.
you don't refute that this stain won't come out.
No, ma'am.
Okay. And you say the reason why you did it accidentally is because she was
talking with her hands.
And doing the bougie thing.
I was not doing the bougie thing. You was focusing on your friend, Faith. If you had been focusing on pouring your turmeric or turmeric, whatever you call your tea, then you would have knew.
Your Honor, she wasn't even looking at me at the time I was pouring it. She was looking at Faith, so she wouldn't know.
Why would I look at Faith?
Why would you have poured it if she wasn't looking at you? Why, if she's doing this thing and looking at Faye, why would you have poured the tea? Why didn't you say, sit your glass down, please?
I really wish I would have, but
why didn't you? I don't understand why you would try to fill a glass of somebody that's doing what you claim she was doing.
Exactly.
Bad judgment. I don't know.
What's going to happen now? What's it been like in church since this thing happened?
Well, I still attend church.
She don't hardly come to church, no way. Every now and then.
Right. Have you seen her in church since this happened?
No. No, I have not.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
What would Jesus do now? What would Jesus do now?
Pray.
Well, I'm pretty sure he would try to get us back together.
Right.
But
okay, if Jesus would try to get you back together, then why don't you try to get back together?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, because I feel she's not listening to me. She says I'm jealous. I did this on purpose, and this dress does not look like it costs $500.
Now the dress don't look like it costs $511.26.
Oh no, it doesn't. It looks like a sheet. A bedroom sheet, don't it?
That's an expensive dress. Hello.
Oh my.
But you wouldn't know that, would you?
I got a nice house, Your Honor. I think I would know. I just don't like to buy everything designer, which I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that.
But you know what? Everybody has the right to just be themselves, whatever that is.
Thank you.
And you know what? If you would call her bougie and don't say she's trying to be bougie, I think she'd be all right with you.
Yes.
If you think she's bougie, just say she's bougie.
Hey,
she likes that.
I like it.
She wants to be called bougie. Not she. It's like saying she thinks she's pretty. Ain't the same as saying she's pretty, right?
Right.
That's how she feels. Yes. Do you think she's bougie?
Yeah.
Okay, tell her you're bougie. Say you're bougie. Tell her.
I think you're bougie, but on the other hand,
okay, you know what? Stop when you're ahead of the game. All right, I'm ready to rule. I'm going to rule in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $511.26, period.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $511.26.
I am very satisfied with the judge's decision. Thank you, Judge Karen.
Judge got it wrong. I don't see how I'm supposed to pay for something that was unintentional, but I guess that's another $500 out of my pocket.
Coming up.
He's trying to speed up to make it through the intersection.
Right.
She didn't see anything.
You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Good Samaritan Andrew Martin is suing Maya Cruz in the amount of $350. Mr. Martin claims he tried to warn Ms. Cruz about oncoming traffic and says when he touched her shoulder, she smacked him and chipped his tooth.
So, Mr. Martin, how do you know Ms. Cruz?
Well, every day I see her walking to the same bus stop that I go to. And
for how long was this going on?
Oh, months and months, Your Honor.
Okay.
Months.
So you two would be walking to the same bus stop, or you took the same bus?
Yeah, we do. 7:31 every day.
And it went on for months. Did you ever speak to him, ma'am?
I only spoke to him one time. He asked me to use my headphones in the morning as I was on a call.
Okay, were you sitting at the bus stop talking?
No, I'm always walking.
Right.
We always walk around the same area,
Right.
I guess, to the bus.
Right.
And I was about to get into the bus, and he tapped me and he said, "Hey, can you wear your headphones?" And then I started wearing my headphones.
She's talking to her friends.
Right.
This guy named Walker in Chicago?
Well, why are you so involved in her conversation?
Well, I mean, I'm a lonely guy. I'm at home with my two pets, you know?
Right.
I mean, I like listening to this stuff.
Right.
It's
So you
gossip.
like overhearing her conversation?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but you told her to use her headphones, so you wouldn't overhear anything else.
Yeah, but this day she was really loud, and
So you don't have any friends?
just a few.
So what's your experience of him?
I was just walking across the crosswalk, and this old white man taps me on the shoulder.
Right.
I don't know who this is. Somebody's just touching me.
Right.
So my reaction is obviously I'm going to be startled, and I
Right.
went like this.
Right.
And now he's claiming that I owe him $350.
Right, so you didn't know who had touched you when you were
No,
crossing. So
I had no
you
idea.
didn't turn around and look. You just like
No, I
threw the
barely
hands
noticed
off of
him.
your shoulders.
No, I'm always on the phone. So my family and my friends are
Right.
in Chicago, and so with
Are
the
you
time
crossing
difference,
the street and you're talking on the phone?
sometimes, but
I'm talking
not
about the
looking.
day this happened. Were you on the phone crossing?
I was on the phone, but I was aware that there was a car coming, and he's
Okay.
claiming that he saved me.
Coming up,
But you're in the intersection too.
Yeah, but I saw the car.
Okay, so what did you do?
I tapped her on the shoulder like, no, don't go any further.
Right.
you're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Andrew Martin, who is suing Maya Cruz for personal injury.
Now, how do you remember the incident?
Oh, Your Honor, she never saw that car.
Right. Well, tell me
And
what happened.
I want to clarify. I'm not old either. That's insulting, really.
Right. Okay.
All right. Anyway.
You're both crossing the street, right? You're both crossing at the crosswalk.
Your Honor, I have a diagram.
Stay with me, Mr.
Okay,
Martin.
I'm sorry.
We're crossing at the crosswalk. Are there other people in the crosswalk?
Yes, there were.
How many other people?
I wasn't paying attention. All I could see is this car coming through very
Right.
fast.
Right.
The light's turning yellow.
Right.
Okay? He's trying to speed up to make it through the intersection.
Right.
She didn't see anything. Nothing.
Right. But
Nothing.
you're in the intersection too.
Yeah, but I saw the car.
Okay, so what did you do?
I tapped her on the shoulder like, no, don't go any further.
Right.
This car's
Why,
going to
was
hit
the car
you.
going to cut in front of you guys?
No, it's going to hit her. She's
How
walking
far-
ahead of
wait,
me.
How far were you from her?
I have a diagram.
Let
Your
me see
Honor.
the diagram. Have you seen this diagram?
Yes.
This is the point where you touched her? She's
yes.
here.
Yes.
This looks like she's on the sidewalk.
No. We're entering the intersection.
Okay, but this is your diagram. I didn't draw this.
Yes, I understand.
This is the sidewalk on the other side of the street because that's why the bus stop is on this side in the gray area. Do you remember a car?
I remember a car going
But
by.
you didn't think of it as a, oh my God, he's going to hit me. I
No.
almost got hit.
No.
All right. What happened when you touched her?
Well, she flings her arm around,
Right.
right? She's got this Apple Watch on.
Right.
And she clobbers me right in the mouth.
Right.
And she chipped the tooth, my new crown.
Judge Karen's verdict when Supreme Justice returns. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
I don't feel like you've even proven your case. I mean, it seems to me the woman wasn't even in the road. She also says she doesn't even remember anything about a car. It seems like you've been trying to get this girl's attention for a long time. All this walking every day. You know, who's Walter? Remember him? You know, maybe you should put your headphones on. Now I'm enjoying listening to the conversations. It seemed like you wanted to have some sort of relationship. I'm not implying it's romantic, but you wanted to have a relationship because you said you were lonely. And I think that you just took this opportunity to get her attention again.
You mean the car? I made up the story about the car?
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is your evidence, not hers. I would expect some evidence like this from her side, but this shows that she wasn't even in the walkway when everything happened. Oh. All right, I'm ready to rule. Judgment for the defendant. Good luck to you.
All rise.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
I'm glad that the judge ruled in my favor.
This is just terrible. This little insolent little almost teenager is not going to have to pay for this. I've got to live with this pain.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.